How should you align on downward dog? How far apart should your hands and feet actually be? Too close and you're doing a forward fold. Too far and it looks like you're doing a plank. If down dog feels like torture on your wrists, hamstrings or elbows, you don't have a flexibility problem. You have an alignment problem. Let's fix that in this tutorial. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel and also welcome to my first ever YouTube video. I am so happy you are here and we'll be kicking off our tutorial series with this very basic asana, which is permanent in almost all types of yoga, whether it be vinyasa, ashtanga or yin. And this is called downward dog. Let's check on the common mistakes that beginners make when they do their downward dog and also some alignment tips. So when you're ready, let's meet on the mat. So to get to our downward dog, let's first start to our tabletop. Spread your fingers and then your shoulders should be right above your wrists. Spread your knees to the board and then your hips should be right above your knees. So this is your tabletop. When you're settled, tuck your back toes and then peel your knees a few inches off the mat. From here, slowly push the mat and then raise your hips all the way, push it all the way to the back. You can try to get your navel or move your navel toward your thigh. You lengthen your spine. Try to drop your heels to the mat. So you should be looking toward your navel. You should be looking at this form with your downward dog, wherein your body looks like an inverted letter V. Let's go through the common mistakes that beginners and I was doing when I was just starting out in yoga. I would say the first one is pushing the mat and then pushing the body up. And then the second one was the obsession for keeping the feet flat on the floor. So what happens if you do these two mistakes is that your back becomes round, and if you don't have the hamstring flexibility to keep your feet flat on the floor, your body compensates by rounding the back, which causes the misalignment. So the first thing that you can do to fix those issues is first pushing the mat, but then think of pushing your body diagonally instead of pushing your body up. So instead of doing this, try to push your body thinking that you're pushing your body in a diagonal position like this. And then the second one is instead of keeping your feet flat on the floor, you can peel your heels from the mat and then try to bend your knees. So for beginners, it's completely okay to bend your knees, and if you can keep your feet flat on the floor without doing the proper alignment, it's okay because you will get there. Yoga is a journey, it's a process, and every pose that you do, as long as you do it consistently, you will get better in time. Make sure you try to tuck your tailbone out, bend your knees, and then try to separate your shoulder blades. So what you're doing here is you're pushing off the mat, and at the same time, you're externally rotating your shoulders to really get that straight alignment. And another concern about downward dog is the distance between the feet and the hands. Too close and it seems like you're doing forward fold instead of downward dog, and too far and it seems that you're doing a plank. So the best tip about the distance, because we have different body proportions, is to start your downward dog with your tabletop. One last thing, if you have hyperextended elbows like this, where the eyes or crease of your elbows are popping out all the way to the front, try to bend your elbows, stocking your joint and your muscles and your bones to protect them. While doing like this may work for some people, it is not sustainable for the long term because there are risks if you don't fix your alignment. Thank you so much for staying, and I hope you learned a thing or two about this downward dog tutorial. I want to give a shout out to Rebecca, who inspired me to make this video. Your support means a lot to me, and I hope you follow my pages and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you again next time on the mat. This is your part-time yogi Mel. Namaste.